Namaste. I am Naga, the cobra from Nagamandala. I come from an old folk tale that Karnad turned into a play. I will tell you my story in very simple words. Most of you are graduate students in India, so I will also use examples that make sense here. Think of me not just as a snake, think of me like a friend who texts you sweetly at midnight when you are lonely. A secret power or cheat code in a game that promises help but has a cost. Or like the sacred snakes that people in India still worship on Nag Panchami. In other words, I am a mixture of danger and comfort. 1. How I was used by the writer. Girish Karnad needed a magic snake story. He took folk tales from Karnataka where cobras are often part of legends. In the play, a young wife Rani is very lonely. Her husband Apana is cruel and pays attention to a lover instead of her. Rani tries to fix this by using a magic root, like a love potion. But she spills the potion near an anthill. Guess what happened? A cobra, that is me, drank the potion. Then I changed into a man at night and came to Rani. In the story, I look exactly like her husband when he sleeps, but I am kind to Rani. Karnad uses me as Rani's secret husband. I give Rani the love she never had. So the writer uses me like magic. I am the spark of wonder in the tale. I bring fantasy into Rani's very real sadness. 2. My contribution in thematic development. I help build the big ideas, themes of Nagamandala. Here are some of them. Loneliness versus love. Rani is trapped and sad in her marriage. At night, I become her loving partner. This contrast shows how starved she is for affection. This theme says, even a lonely soul needs love. Think of a student living in a hostel, surrounded by people, but still feeling deeply alone. That is Rani's emotional world. Patriarchy and women's plight. The play shows how society treats women. Rani's husband ignores her. I show what she really desires. After I give her love, people still blame her because society expects women to be pure. In simple words, I help the play talk about how unfair life can be for wives. Rani's struggle becomes the struggle of many women whose feelings are ignored. Reality versus illusion. By day, Apana, her real husband, is cruel and distant. By night, I, the cobra, am loving. Rani experiences two worlds. This raises the question, which is real? This is one of the deepest literary ideas in the play. Transformation and empowerment. Over time, Rani changes. Because of my love, she gains confidence. She even passes a scary test through clever speech. So I help show that Rani finds inner strength. By the end, she is no longer just a sad, silent bride. So I am not just a plot device. I am at the center of the play's themes. Magic, love, female suffering, desire, power, and hidden strength. 3. My importance in the play. I am very important. Without me, the story would be empty. In fact, you could call Nagamandala the story of Rani and her Naga. Everything in the play happens because of me. I change Rani's life. I become her loving partner at night. I cause the pregnancy. I create the central conflict. I give Rani hope and emotional strength. If I did not exist, Rani would never know love. She would never become pregnant. And she would never face society's trial. So the writer made me the engine of the whole story. I move the plot forward. I am not decoration. I am one of the main reasons the play exists. 4. My significance in the play. Now let us go deeper. My importance means what I do in the plot. My significance means what I mean. And I mean many things. Symbol of forbidden love. I represent the love Rani wants, but cannot openly receive. Our secret relationship shows how deeply she needs affection. This also suggests something important. Sometimes society's rules are not fair. Linked to Indian culture. In many parts of India, people respect and even worship snakes. For example, Nag Panchami, village snake shrines, stories of serpent gods. So by making me a cobra, Karnad connects the play to Indian belief and culture. That is why Indian readers feel that I belong to their own world. Sign of power and mystery. In Indian myths, Nagas are often powerful beings. They are not ordinary snakes. They can represent hidden power, mystery, fertility, transformation, sacred energy. So I am not just an animal. I carry mythic meaning, symbol of Rani's inner desire. You can also understand me psychologically. I may be seen as the form of Rani's hidden emotional and physical desire. She wants tenderness, care, touch, and emotional attention. I become the shape of that longing. So I am significant not only culturally, but also emotionally and psychologically. 5. How characters act because of me. One of the most important things about me is this. I change how all the other characters behave. Karnad uses me to reveal who they really are. Rani. At first, Rani is silent, scared, obedient, and lonely. But after spending nights with me, she becomes happier, stronger, more confident, more aware of herself. Because of me, she learns what love feels like. She begins to grow. She even becomes brave enough to survive the public trial. So I help Rani find her voice, her courage, and her identity. Apana. By day, Apana ignores Rani. He has no idea about me. When Rani becomes pregnant, he reacts with anger and panic. That is when his hypocrisy becomes clear. He wants control over Rani, but gives her no love. Because of me, Apana is forced to face his selfishness, his cruelty, and his fear. Later, after the snake ordeal, he changes a little. So I force Apana to reveal his true nature. Villagers/society. At first, society doubts Rani. They are ready to blame her. But when she survives the ordeal with the snake, they suddenly treat her like someone holy. This is very ironic. It shows how quickly society changes its judgment. One moment it condemns a woman. The next moment it worships her. So through me, Karnad also criticizes social hypocrisy. 6. Similar Naga in Indian literature, culture, or history. Yes, I am not alone. There are many Nagas in Indian stories, myths, and beliefs. And I feel close to them. Mythological Nagas. In Indian epics and mythology, Nagas are powerful serpent beings. Examples include Shesha, Vasuki, Takshaka. These Nagas are often powerful, magical, protective, mysterious. Like them, I too am more than a snake. I am a being of transformation and power. Snake goddesses and folk belief. In many parts of India, people worship snake deities and serpent powers. For example, Manasa Devi, local Nagadvada shrines, village rituals connected with fertility and protection. So I connect naturally with Indian folk culture. That is why audiences do not see me as something strange or foreign. They understand me. Snake spouse folk tales. India has many old stories about snake husbands, serpent brides, Nagan legends, shape-shifting Nagas. These stories often mix fear, attraction, magic, and secret love. I am very close to that tradition. So you can say, I am part of a long Indian storytelling family. Nag Panchami and Youth Connection. Even today, Indian youth know snake stories through films, TV serials, folk tales, temple traditions, and family storytelling. So when readers meet me in Nagamandala, they feel this is not only literature, this is also our culture. That is my strength. Sources: Nagamandala by Girish Karnad. Critical analyses of the play. Indian mythological and cultural traditions related to Nagas. Short classroom conclusion. In simple terms, the Naga in Nagamandala is a cobra who becomes Rani's secret husband at night. Karnad uses this magical snake to give Rani the love she lacks, drive the plot, create the pregnancy and trial, and explore themes of patriarchy, desire, folklore, illusion, and female strength. So I am both a character and a symbol. Without me, Rani would remain lonely. With me, her whole life changes. Thank you for listening, share and subscribe. And remember, even a cobra can become the voice of love, pain and truth in literature.